Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and on this video I am going to show you how to make the classic chicken curry. So first we're gonna marinate this chicken with 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of red chili powder, 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste, 1 sprig of curry leaves, and some salt. And then I am going to just toss this around, and then I'm going to just put this away in the fridge for a bit. And then I am going to be chopping 2 onions. This is the visual of how much I have. And then 4 tomatoes. And over here I am using the long chili because it's not that spicy. 3 of that, and here's how much I have from both of that. And I am using this organic coconut oil. I'm going to be using 1 tablespoon of this oil and 1 bay leaf, 1 little tiny cinnamon stick. And over here I have 9 cloves, 7 cardamom, 1 star anise. And I'm just going to give that a little bit of stir. And then I am adding some curry leaves. And then once it's a little bit aromatic, I'm going to go ahead and add the onions. Once again, go ahead and give this a nice little stir. You are going to hear me say that over and over again in this video, but here I'm adding a little bit of salt, and my mom has always told me that adding a little bit of salt while the onion is cooking helps it cook faster, but also get nice and brown in a short period of time. And as you can see, it is nice and browned. So at this point, I usually add the ginger garlic paste, but I forgot. So over here, I am adding the tomatoes. The reason to add the ginger garlic paste before is so it can cook in the oil, but that's okay. And here I am adding 2 teaspoons of ginger garlic paste, and I'm just gonna again give that a quick little stir and let it cook for a little bit. And then over here I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder and 1 teaspoon of the Kashmiri red chili powder. The Kashmiri red chili powder is not spicy, it just gives that nice pop of color. I'm gonna add a little bit more salt. I like to season throughout the entire process. Here I'm adding the chopped up green chili. And once again, giving this a nice little stir. Like I said, I am going to be doing that a lot, so I apologize. So while the tomato is cooking, I am going to prep 5 medium-sized potatoes. Then I go ahead and chop it into bite size so it is easier to cook. And I am going to go ahead and add this chicken at this point. Again, giving it a quick little stir. Once it's mixed well, I am going to add this curry masala that I got from the Indian store. I really like this one. I've tried a couple of them before, but I really prefer this one. I'm just going to add 1 teaspoon of this curry masala here. At this point, I am going to cover this with a lid and put it on a simmer. I am going to let this cook for around 10 minutes, but every now and then I am going to give it a quick stir so it's getting incorporated well and good. So at this point it has been cooking for 10 minutes, and I am going to go ahead and add the potatoes at this point. At this point, the potato and the chicken has been cooking for around 15 minutes, and I have already measured the amount of water that I'm going to be using for this. It's 2.5 cups. Then I'm going to give this a quick little stir, and I am going to increase the heat to higher and let it come to a nice boil. I will show you what it looks like in a little bit. At this point, I am going to be adding this coconut milk. Again, I got this from the Indian store. This is the one that I really like. I'm just gonna go ahead and add the entire can over here. So in this recipe, I'm going to be using an entire cup of mint, but in this stage, I am going to be adding half of that, and then I'm going to put the lid on and cook for 5 minutes. So this has been cooking for 5 minutes with the lid on. Now I'm going to open it and cook it for an additional 3 minutes, but I'm going to cook this on a simmer. After that, I am going to pick up one of the potatoes and run a knife through it to see if it's cooked well enough. And if it is, I'm going to turn it off and I'm going to add the rest of the mint here. And voila, that is it. So this is what I am going to be serving my chicken curry with. I got this from the local grocery store, and behind this you will see the different instructions on how to heat it, whether it's going to be in the microwave, the oven, whichever is easier. This is the garlic flavored naan, and it actually pairs very well with the curry, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I am just going to plate this up and enjoy a nice bowl of chicken curry and naan for dinner. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much.